We are going to do a double batch of jalapeno cheddar garlic sourdough, Jake's little mini loaves. Ooh. What do I want to do? He does a slightly lower volume loaf. You guys, math, my brain just completely shuts down. So I'm going to start with 400. Tina Lynn. We're going to get rid of some of this. So I just recently started using a lower hydration recipe from my friend Jazzy on here, which I love. But I forgot until I started recording this that my friend Jake orders a slightly smaller. I didn't know how to figure out the ratio to get the hydration to adjust. So I asked ChatGPT to take the previous recipe I was using and figure out the hydration and apply it to this. So 483 grams of water is what we're going to start with. I substitute some of the water for jalapeno juice. Now we're going to go in with 180 grams of starter, which it is the same amount of starter as it would have been if I kept that recipe the same. She just peaked. This was not Persephone. We fed her earlier today. I literally was rolling her on the counter when I was feeding her. I made her a very stiff starter for me. I don't know if it's technically a stiff starter, but it was, as far as I'm concerned. Like, she was in my hands, which meant she wasn't ready for a while. And I really was just up in the air about what I wanted to do with my life today. I really was going to get on and make kolaches for my grandpa. He's recovering from surgery, and I went over to my parents to get some filling for that, and then we just ended up hanging out with them. I think this was one of the first nights he's going to just stay by himself, and I think it was just nice for my mom to maybe take a breath. It's been a taxing week and a few days since, everything started. So she gave me a big hug, and she's like, "Thank you. I just really needed this tonight." So that was nice. We hang out all the time, but I knew tonight especially she just needed a little bit extra love and just to decompress and not be in fight or flight and worried about what was going to happen next. So anyhow, that's what we did. So my plan and what I would like to do is mix this up on the mixer enough to where I don't feel like I need to do stretch and folds, which really is not that difficult to achieve with this lower hydration amount. It just is it doesn't need the help. It doesn't need the practice or the abuse to gain its strength, because that initial mix just really gives it the oomph that it needs. This is so messy. Sorry. This is taking forever. Okay. 185, whatever. I'm going to mix this up really quickly here. So hopefully the ratios, I have to plug it in for it to work. Hold on. Hopefully ChatGPT knew what she was doing. We'll see. Okay. Then we are going to go in with 800 grams of bread flour. So really all it did was took down the amount of water. I don't know. I have no idea if that's right. This is going to probably be way low because I don't feed my starter a 50-50. I do feed a more flour heavy. So I might add some more liquid on that first stretch and fold. Okay, I would just like the scale to clear. That's all. There we go. Okay, 800 grams of bread flour. And then 20 grams of salt. So I would like to be able to just do that one addition, call it good. And I will maybe add some of the jalapeno juice if it seems like it needs more liquid. 777. I'm unsure why I thought 780 was what I needed to do there. I really don't know, but I had it in my brain. It's 800. Which again, normally it's 400, so nothing different there. And then 20 grams of salt. Again, that's the same. Perfect. On the mixer she shall go. And it really does not take long for this to come together at all. I went a little bit, just a tiny bit longer this time because my dough is pretty cool, which is good. I wanted that because I don't want to be having to get up at 2 in the morning to shape this. I want to, gosh dang it, I want this to come off. That's what I wanted. So she feels very cool for how blazing hot it is. We've been in a heat advisory all day. So I took my aliquot sample. My dough was still 79 degrees, so my sample was 43 grams. I'm going to put her in the bowl, cover her up with a lid, probably for an hour. It's 10:15 p.m. I'm going to throw together probably one more batch of dough, and then I'll bring you back to add a little bit of the garlic, not garlic. I won't add that till we're shaping it. Some of the cheese and jalapeno, and then we'll kind of go from there. We'll see. So it's been about an hour since we mixed this up on the mixer. I'm tired, but I did food process some jalapenos. So we're just gonna dump those in here. Chopped up some cheese, and then I grated some cheese as well. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of jalapeno juice just for good measure. #21 season salute just for some extra pizzazz in every bite. Okay. Dough feels great. I am happy with how this feels as far as being put together and the gluten strength already in it. It's 11:11.
I got it right here.
Oops, I just threw cheese.
Down to the dog.
Okay, that's how she's looking. It's, like I said, 11. Well, now it's 11:12. I'm going to cover that up probably for the remainder of the night. I can add more inclusions when I get up to shape this. I'm not going to worry about it. Anyways, good night, friends. I will bring you back either if I add more inclusions and do another round of stretch and folds, or when I come back to shape it.